Hello metalheads, I've decided to pull the switcheroo. Time to come off the club dig field. I've been on there for a couple of months, found some pretty cool stuff that was left behind. I've come back to this permission that I haven't been on for about 3 years. You see, down behind me, I've got the M40 thundering by from shithole London down there to shithole Birmingham up there. Let's pan you around. I've done half the field that way. I haven't done this half. I had to come off it while it got reseeded to pasture with clover on it to turn it organic. But it's established and I'm back. Boom, straight into bat, slogging a 4. First signal of the field, we're onto a lead bag seal. In quite good order that as well, excellent. We've flipped the clod, no need for the pinpointer. Staring back right at us here, we've got our first coin of the field. And to give that a little bit of a tentative rub. Not seeing much initially. Let me put you on pause and we'll have a clean up. I've given it a quick field spray. It's very gunged up, but I can see enough to know who it is. If you look over this side, REG, Regina, so that's Queen Victoria, a Victoria penny. Excellent. We've got a little bit of a decorative piece here, only wafer thin pressed copper alloy. No idea what that would have been, but I'm guessing Victorian in age. That's something a little bit different. I've not had one of them before. It's an old letterpress printing block. Letter for J. Now, Bill and Julie, they've been having some of them up just recently. How coincidence is this? The letter J. Now, this is what I do it for. And this is why I came back to this field. And this is why I've spent 5 hours detecting to only find one Vicky penny. This is what it's all about. You just know. That's a hammered coin. Who is it? Let's clean it up. Little tiny signal. 68, 69. It's a long cross sterling penny. Let's give that a proper clean. See who we've got. That's in none too bad condition, to be quite honest. Heavily clipped around the outside, but we got enough to be able to read it. Starting at the cardinal cross at the top, EDW. So it's an Eddie penny. And this is where it gets a little bit more difficult. So starting top right quadrant, Civi, TAS. I think bottom left we've got Can. So then top right will be Tour. I think that's a Canterbury mint. Boom, happy days. That's why I do this. I love finding hammered coins. And then we crash back down to reality. Rectangular buckle, iron buckle at that. Don't know if there's any age to it. Little fella's quite chilled out so far this morning. Getting back down the bottom, get him a drink. You want a drink, Barney? Okay. I don't know how he does it, you know. Fenced off field, brand new fencing, and he's out that side of it, which now means I've got to walk him all the way around there, until I get to that gate to get him back in where he's absconded from. Oh, so frustrating. That is absolutely stunning. Little medieval strap end or clothes fastener type thing. Wow, this field is starting to produce some very old stuff. I know last time I was on here I had a couple of Romans and a couple of Charles I hammers, but this is pushing it right back in age. Topping off that Eddie Penny, a treat. Here's another little piece come up, look. A horse harness pendant. Only reasonably modern, shield shaped design. Thin pressed copper. But a worthwhile find. Yeah, that's cool. That is an absolute clonker. Huge, great big copper alloy mushroom head type thing. Doesn't feel solid, it feels like it's hollow. There's not enough weight in that to be solid. But what on earth it is, I just do not know. Gave a blooming good signal though, 92. Stone the crows, would you look at that. I just recorded myself a little outro bit to head back home. I've given up on this field. Then look, proper spectacle buckle, late medieval. Is this field done or do I do any more? Oh, dilemma time. That is a beauty. Well, I think I've well and truly covered the parts of the field that I hadn't got to last time before it was planted out. Was it worth the switcheroo? Well, hammered coin always says yes. Right, let's get back home, have a cup of coffee, clean up the finds and lay them out on the board, see exactly what we did get. Catch you shortly. Okay, metalheads, we're back home with another packed finds board. As usual, starting from the top. Standard issue buttons, some kind of stud, couple of crusty buckles, little pressed copper alloy piece, couple of spoon parts. This is rather interesting. There's a little capsule of powder there. I wonder if that's some of Rob Random's smelling salts, if you know what I mean. We've got a horse harness ring and a leather mount, a huge great big, what I think is aluminium mushroom head, ski or something on there. Down to the better finds, letter J, letterpress printing block, a rather crusty Queen Victoria penny. Let's flip that round, we can get a date off that, 1877. bag seal, and down to the finest bits. Wonderful late medieval spectacle buckle, a hammered coin, Edward II quite probably, and enough on the reverse, Civitas Cantor, so Canterbury Mint. And now this little piece that is cleaned up very well. I've waxed that and now it's dried out. I can see there's like a little face on that. It's been on the detecting hub and I've had feedback that it's an early post-medieval clothes fastener. I think there would have been a hook just beneath the chin, but that is rather a spectacular piece, and despite having silver hammered, I'm definitely going for that to be the best find of the hunt. So, was the switcheroo worth it? Was it worth coming off the club dig field for that little lot? I should say so. Right, catch you on the next episode. See you soon.